Good morning. It is Monday morning and it's time to go again. I'm excited that I have the opportunity to be here improving on my musical artistry because that's all that you really can do. There's a lot of, if you do searches on Google. It's learn to play guitar, learn to write music, learn to sing. And there's certainly a technique to that, but you cannot learn enough technique to become a creative artist. Becoming a creative artist is when you give yourself permission to actually be an individual, and then you have to fight against the weight of is it good enough? And it's good enough when you decide that you're going to focus on making it the best it can be instead of being worried about if it's good enough all of the time so that it stops you from doing it. So that said, there is no barrier in a technical sense to being an artist, which is why we have our songwriting and rehearsal group Saturday mornings, which is not an official class. It's kind of an advanced collaborative group. But there are people in that know nothing about musical technique or theory that are actually writing songs. And how are they doing that? Well, we're taking 10 or 15 minutes along the way and filling in some of the blanks on a weekly basis. And they're going to do that because they have decided that they have the soul, the heart of an artist. And they are not going to, the one requirement that I had to be a participant in the group is you do not use other sources for writing your music, because there is a temptation nowadays. You just go on Google and say, give me some song lyrics about, a happy song or a sad song. Okay, here are lyrics. Or you go to an AI source. Give me 3 chord progressions for a happy song, and then you just put those two together and you say, well, there's my song. It's like, no, it's not. Because an artistic perspective is you're trying to tell a story. And if you don't know what the story is, you can't tell the story. You're just performing a piece of music that someone else did. The programmers of that particular piece of software are really the artists that determined what you're doing. So it really is not about good, bad, or indifferent. It is about a process of freeing yourself to be creative. And so I have a couple of quotes, and then I am going to get to work because I have, as promised, dived into the well of writing songs, and I have a lot of songs that I need to write in a short period of time. And the only way that I could do that was to immerse myself. So here are the crazy things I'm doing. Number one, I'm not listening to any other music unless it's incidental. I'm listening to the drum beat that I have to put against the eventual track. I'm writing the lyrics and I'm getting the rhythmic pulse of that particular storyline. And the storyline is evolving. It was already a dark story. It's turned into a very dark story. It has taken on a life of its own. And you find that with when you really dive into the story of a piece of music. And story is loosely defined. It is a feeling. It can be a snippet of a feeling. It doesn't necessarily have to be a novel. So here are the quotes, and I'm getting to work. All right, Franz Liszt. Virtuosity is not an outgrowth, but an indispensable element of music, which means that if you're really learning music, that if you're really participating in the creative process, you are driven to improve your technique to the point where you are referred to as a virtuoso. That is a path that is required to become a musician. And Clara Schumann said, the artist's duty is to send light into the darkness of men's hearts and not sit in the limelight. So this is the idea that you are creating stories. Some of the stories are going to be better than others. And whether it's a performance or a piece that you write or both, the idea is that those pieces come to light, not that it's the most popular song on the planet. Taylor Swift famously said, and I agree with her 100%, I really appreciate her songwriting artistry. She said, you write 100 songs for every hit. So every good song, every song that everybody says, wow, that's just amazing, there are 99 other songs that sit in the background behind that. So, time to get writing.